We are happy. Welcome to Crimson Guitars. Welcome to Crimson Guitars. We're going through changes here. We're experimenting with all sorts of different types of content on this channel. We are in the process of setting up a bona fide guitar museum because we deserve a guitar museum. This is the collective. We all deserve a guitar museum. It's going to be an online thing as well. In order to fund that, I've set up greatguitargiveaway.com, which is actually even more fun than I thought it would be. We're getting to see and experience and touch and play with multiple very interesting and some prosaic and boring guitars every week. But the whole thing is teaching and informing our guitar building and how we teach guitar building through our luthier school and all of this sort of stuff. But this is by way of saying this video is just literally going to be a look at a very cool guitar that I came so very close to keeping. It's more of a review kind of thing. It's more of a, hey, check this sexy thing out. Let's look at the innards. It's not a, here's how to repair it, here's what we do on frets or whatever. It's just, check out this cool shit. Do you have any other ideas for how we can create more content? What is more useful to you? What is useful to you? But for the moment, this guitar is incredible. It's like opening up the suitcase in Pulp Fiction. Are we happy? We are happy. We've got the ashtray and a strap, and there's actually a plectrum in there as well. Big old thing. And this guitar is on Great Guitar Giveaway at the moment. It could be yours. The natural checking and aging on the lacquer on the neck, it is just insane. We've got vintage sized frets which feel incredible, but the look, the feel, the weight, the whole thing just does it for me. And I used to be one of those people who said the Telecasters were just, a bit meh. I would like to formally apologize for that opinion at this point. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I won't do it again. So we've got tiny frets. We've got some player damage. You can see some nicks in the fretboard and bits and pieces. And the body is in fairly pristine condition on this one. There's not all that much going on. So I assume that they used more plasticizers in the nitro, if they even used nitro on this body, I'm not entirely sure, than they did on the neck. So we've got rather large flathead screws, the string around the pickup, and the scratch plate. I am not sure if it's Bakelite or not. It's certainly not been lacquered like the Blackguards were. So the Blackguard Telecaster scratch plates were nitroed and have a particularly cool look. The whole thing is just cool. Some minor damage and bits and pieces. But all being said and done, it's incredibly sexy. And then of course we got some strap locks. Nobody really wants strap locks, but hey, what can you do? What a beastie, eh? Also flathead screws there. Here we go. Hector Montes. So Hector Montes ended up being a custom shop builder at Fender, and this sort of shows he's pretty talented. This is good work. Now, onwards. 112888. Some damage to the finish. It's fairly brittle, so going in and out a few times. Ha-ha! A little bit of cleanup. I'm not expecting to find anything special under here, but in the interests of completeness, why not? There we go. He's had some beer chucked at him. Now, yeah, okay. So somebody's been in here and messed around. That is nasty. We've got an end of a capacitor that's been there. It does seem to have the original very cool little bit of wiring going on. What we're going to do is play this. We'll have Josh play this, but yeah, that's not as it should be. 019064 there. This is a 2006 pot. The whole thing has been redone. It's modern stuff, which is a pity, but if she plays all right, I mean, that's some of the nastiest soldering I've ever seen, and I've done some bad soldering in my time. Okay, so we're gonna demo this, finish this video, put it together and all that. It's gonna be fine. Let me know in the comments below if you want us to rewire this to as close to 50s spec as we can, including, hell, we may as well make a reproduction looking capacitor and all that fun geeky stuff. If you want to see that, let us know, we'll put it together. So there's some lacquer on the fret ends, or on the frets, but it's now so old that it is actually a part of the instrument, and I don't feel the need to go and remove all of this. Now, I'm not sure if this neck plate is supposed to have numbers on it, etc. I think it is. I think it's been replaced with a blank one. I don't know, back at this stage of the American vintage reissue stuff, were they going into that level of detail? I don't know. As I speak, young Sam, who is going to be running the museum for us, is pulling out his book, and he will tell me something in short order, I suppose. Young Sam has actually come through with the information. In 1954, they went to putting the serial numbers on the neck plate. This is a reissue of a 1952, and the serial number should be on the bridge plate, and it is 10731. Alright, so just a little bit of quick stuff here. Obviously, Butterscotch Blonde, beautiful 52 reissue, and this was the only year, this was the initial beginning of Fender reissuing models, and it was a 52 Tele reissue that they did. While they were still owned by CBS, they did that. CBS then sold and it became Fender Musical Instrument Co. And the 52 Tele was still the first thing that was made by Fender Musical Instrument Co. And this is one of those. This is not one of the CBS versions of it. This is 1988. Still a very rare puppy. We've only found one of these on the internet, and that is not currently available for sale. So yeah, a bit of fun stuff. Vintage in its own right, very rare in its own right, even though it is a copy or a replica of a very, very rare and beautiful thing. So, well, just for fun, here's some images of a real Blackguard Tele that I met recently. So, yeah, why not? Off we go. Don't forget, this guitar could be yours. Check out greatguitargiveaway.com, and parts of the proceeds from that are going to setting up this museum, and we appreciate your support. Goodbye.